Are all of you beneath me? I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Puny god.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric and this is Hellcat 1320. So today, first of all, I hope everybody's having a great day. Mine is going all right so far. It's not going to be going great once I have to dive into this, but what we're going to be doing today is tearing apart the Hellcat rear end. So I messed up a couple months ago and it hasn't moved since, but I messed up a couple months ago and I put the axles in on the opposite side. So one of them is made for the driver's side, one of them is made for the passenger side. I didn't realize this at the time, didn't click, didn't think anything of it. I just put them in. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Because of my mess up, I had to do double the work. So we're going to be taking apart the hubs, the axles, the brakes, spindles, drive shaft, everything pretty much. Everything that I did the last time, pretty much have to take it all apart, switch them around, put it all back together. So without further ado, here's the video. And we're going to jump right ahead to where I had most of the hub off, I believe. So, stay tuned. Alright, so as you can see, I got the sway bar end link is out. I got the, I think this is called the torsion bar link, but I'm not positive on that. I just know it's one of the control arms, the outer, the most aft control arm. I got the upper control arm out. Now I'm going to work on this last control arm here. I'm going to get that one out, and then after that I'm going to take out this little sensor right here. I forget what hex size that is, but that has to come out. And then there's a little bolt right there too. This is the emergency brake line. I have to take that out, or at least loosen it up, so after that it'll be free. And then we'll be good to go after that. After that, we could start working on the differential, drop it a little bit, and switch the axle out. Alright, so this is what I was talking about, just labeling them. So make your own little label system. So I got the forward control arm, sway bar end link is that one, middle control arm, you know, aft control arm. So just make your own little labeling system, get them all together, and should help out a lot when you go to put it back together. I think I mentioned it already, but this, which is on the back side of your hub, is a speed sensor that you want to take out. So it's a 10mm nut, or bolt I should say. Alright, so this is what your speed sensor looks like inside the hub. So you pull it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bolt off, and I'm gonna put it with my other pile just so I know where it goes. Even though it's a small bolt, there's no other small bolt like it, so I'm just gonna throw it in the pile. Alright guys, so the next thing you're gonna need is this Allen bolt attachment for your ratchet. So I'm not sure how good you can see it, or if you can, but there's a little Allen bolt right there. That needs to come out so you can get the axle out, or so you can bend the spindle a little bit more and get the axle out. So I'm gonna get that off with the ratchet attachment now. Alright guys, so I got everything off, all the bolts, except for the actual axle nut. So what you need for that is an 1.25 inch ratchet head. Do that, I'm gonna impact it off and get that thing out of here, or break a bar it off. Okay, now we got everything loose. So the axle should be free to pop out on both sides, so the axle nut's off. So what you're gonna want to do is push the spindle or the hub, if whatever you want to call it, push it out as much as you can, just like that kind of thing. And it's okay if you let it hang there. Like, this is gonna get tight, but it should be all right. You know, since you unbolted this, it shouldn't be straining itself. So all you're gonna do is just get enough where you can pop this off. So you want to get it out of the hub of the differential. So I'm just going to take a pry bar, see where it could latch onto. Alright guys, so my next step, since I already was able to pry this out of the differential, not fully, because in order to get it fully out you have to lower the differential a little bit. So to do that, there's 2 bolts holding in from the back of the differential, and they're both 21 millimeter. One is right here, I've already started working on it, and the other one is right here, also 21 millimeter. There's 2 additional bolts, one on that side, one on the other side. I forget what size these are, but they are only torqued to 45 pounds, and usually when you have these, you should replace these bolts. I snapped one the last time, and it's pretty much why I'm doing this now again. Well, not really, it's because I messed up with the axles, but these are torqued to yield, so meaning you should only use them once, and you should replace them the next time they go to use them again. So try and replace them. Try not to use them again. You know, get new ones. They're like $5 at a Rego or any Dodge dealership. They're like $5 tops, even cheaper with if you got military discount. So just do that. And then I got this fancy Harbor Freight transmission jack that I used. So that's, especially if you're only dealing with one person, this makes it a lot easier. So you just hold it there with the transmission jack, you know, while you're undoing the bolts. Take the bolts out, lower it down, pop the axle out, and then switch them back in. That's basically all there is to it. Also, another pro tip, you guys are gonna have to take down the drive shaft. So you have to use I have a single piece DSS drive shaft. You have to use a T55 Torx bit to get to these 4 bolts that are up here. Show them to you a little bit better. There's one up here, one in the corner up there, and one up there. So this one up here is going to be the most difficult, unless I just do the other method, which is I use the neutral pull handle, and I'll have to tie it off or something, twist it, go back up, put it back into gear. That way I can take off the last nut. We'll see how it goes. These are all torqued down too, so get some feeling back in my arm again. I've been trying for over an hour to get this one bolt loose. It finally came loose. I had to reposition myself a really weird way, but it finally came loose. So I'm gonna work on that one next. That's gonna be a tough one too. Alright, finally got the drive shaft loose. Took it down. I got it hanging here. I put a little wedge between my exhaust and the loop, so it's not, or I'm sorry, the drive shaft, so it's not resting on the actual yoke that's on the inside over there. So next thing, I'm gonna loosen this bolt and that bolt, which they're pretty loose already. I can honestly untighten them right now. I never really tightened them, so I'm gonna untighten those, and then after that she'll be ready to drop, and then we'll get this axle out, and we'll work on the other side, get that axle out, and then we'll switch them, put everything back together, and that's it. Alright, I wanted to film a lot of it, but the camera died, or the battery died I should say, and I ran into some troubleshooting. It's now 10:15 at night, and I just got both axles finally out, so I switched them around already, and now I'm just ready to put them back in, but I'm still deciding right now if I want to actually do it tonight or wait till the morning. I'll probably put them in the differential and the spindles tonight, but I'll button everything up in the morning. That's probably what's gonna end up happening.
Audio Hub. Audio Hub. Audio Hub. Audio Hub. Audio Hub. Audio Hub.
Guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update. I know this is kind of later in the video. It's almost it's right around midnight ish. No, you can see that 23:47. It's pretty close to midnight. So I got everything in. The axles are now in. The only thing I have to do when I go back in the morning is button everything back up on both sides. The axles are in. The differential is in. The bolts are all in and tightened down as best as these bolts are tightened down as best as I possibly can get them. These are torqued down to 45 foot-pounds each. And then tomorrow morning I'll put the drive shaft back on. It's braced up there with a box, so it's not just hanging on the yoke the whole time. So it should be all right. Same thing with this side. I just have to put everything back on, put the rotors back on, the brakes, all the control arms, all that sort of stuff. And then the next big step for tomorrow is getting the fuel pumps in. So we'll get the fuel pumps in, throw some new E85 in, and hopefully we'll start her up tomorrow, get her off of jack stands finally, and she might be able to move under her own power. We'll see what happens. It's a little bit shady right now still. Gotta make sure my guy Glenn from Hades Performance is coming to do that. That's one thing I don't trust myself with, is doing fuel systems, because I just don't know enough about the wiring and how specific it needs to be. I know how to wire, but I don't want to. I would rather not mess around with it, and it's easier to get somebody here to do it for me that knows what's going on, and at least he could teach me if anything. But all right, it is the next day. I'm back. So we're gonna start working on the Hellcat again, put this thing back together completely, get her back on the ground, And then Glenn might be over later, put the fuel pumps in. I'll make another video about that if I do that. And then we might be able to start her up tonight. Fingers crossed. Might be able to start her up. See what happens. Just saw in the last clip that we were just about to say that we're going to put it back together, get it back on the ground. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to film it. So what I had to do was put everything back together off camera. I didn't get to film it because most of my batteries died on both of my cameras. So, and I just wanted to get out of there and get done. So what I did, I just put everything back together. So pretty much the car is back on the ground right now. And we're getting the fuel pumps installed the next day, or tomorrow I should say. They get them installed the next day, and then hopefully it will be able to start it. After that, we'll see what's gonna happen. But yeah, so again, if you like this video, want me to do more stuff like this, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments. DM me on Instagram if you got any questions about anything. I am a hands-on learner for the most part, so I do learn by doing it all myself. And then, you know, obviously YouTube videos help a lot. If it's not on YouTube, it basically hasn't been done before. So, trying to teach myself how to do all this stuff, and it has been an amazing learning experience. So, also we're gonna have some merch be going up pretty soon. Still working on that, getting some designs together. I just haven't had time to. So again, it really helps if you guys like, comment, and subscribe on all my videos. It does help with the YouTube algorithm, helps to get seen. I just want to make content for you guys, not for me. I mean, yeah, if I do make money off of it, yeah, that's great. It'll fund my toys and all that sort of stuff. But I mainly want to do it for you guys as a learning experience, so you can learn with me, or if you have any questions about anything, at least I can try and help somebody. So again, like, comment, subscribe, share it, do whatever you got to do if you want to. I appreciate all the support, and thank you guys. Have a great day.
Audio Hub.